Welcome to the aftermath of UFC 264. We got a whole lot of things to cover, so let's get right into it. Conor McGregor has released his first statement since his loss to Dustin Poirier. Conor posted to Instagram a picture of himself being carried off by a stretcher and captioned the post with, "You need people like me." Rafael dos Anjos was happy to see Conor get a taste of his own medicine. He tweeted, "When I broke my foot before our fight, this guy made fun of my injury and continued to do so for years. Taste your own medicine and humble up." Dos Anjos and Conor were set to fight each other at UFC 196 for the lightweight belt, but RDA pulled out, and that's when Nate Diaz slid in. Floyd Mayweather gave thanks to Dustin for getting him paid. Floyd shared his bet slip. Mayweather placed 50 grand on Dustin to beat Conor, and Floyd walked away with 85 grand. Dustin replied, "I got you, champ." Jake Paul had a sleepy Conor McGregor chain specially made for him. Jake Paul says it costed him 100 grand, but now is willing to gift it to Poirier. And of course, Dustin accepts the offer because who wouldn't? Now on to Conor McGregor's longtime coach, John Kavanagh, who gives an update on Conor's health. He also goes on to voice his displeasure at Joe Rogan for interviewing Conor after the leg break. Speaking to Laura Senko, Kavanagh says he was annoyed at Joe Rogan for shoving a microphone in Conor's face after the man had just broken his leg. Here's what he said.
How is Conor?
Yeah, so he's in hospital right now. I'll be heading over there after this to check in on him. You know, it's a bitter pill to swallow. This sport is the highest highs and the lowest lows.
Yeah.
And you know, we got to take some time to assess what the next move is, and you know, obviously now rehab and recovery is where it's at.
You could just sense the frustration when he was talking to Joe Rogan, and is that why? I mean, it's a very emotional situation. You can't expect the man to have a great, you know.
Yeah, I have my opinions on that. Like, his foot is literally hanging down. It's a clean fracture on the fibula and tibia. It went straight through. His foot's hanging down. You can only imagine the rush of hormones and what's going to be going through your body at that moment. The pain, it was on fire. And then someone sits down and sticks a microphone under your face. And how are you feeling right now? And it's like, guys, come on. When is he ever not being gracious at the end? And let's get backstage. Let's get a proper assessment by a doctor. Let's get an X-ray. So I was let's say I was pretty miffed at that idea of shoving a microphone on someone's face at that stage. Sure. Let's gather ourselves and let's anyway, look, what's happened has happened. I'm hesitant to start going too deep into someone else's medical details, but let's just say we're getting it fixed now. And so 24-hour goals. So the 24-hour goal for today is to, you know, meet with the surgeon and the team after this operation is finished. Get their take on it, get their assessment. So that's what today's goal is, and what we'll do tomorrow, I'm not too sure. That's based on today. We change our 24-hour goals, as the name suggests, every 24 hours.
Dustin Poirier also feels that the rivalry is not over. Speaking at the post-fight press conference, Dustin says that he and Conor will fight again, whether in the octagon or on the street. Here's what he said.
Do you feel like the rivalry is over? Or do you feel like...
No, we are going to fight again, whether it's in the octagon or on the sidewalk. You don't say the stuff he said. Nah, my wife's solid as a rock. I'm not worried about that. That's noise. He was saying that he was going to kill me. You don't say stuff like that. That he was going to murder me. You don't say stuff like that, you know. You don't say stuff about people's wives either, but I know that's, you know, I know that's zero chance. But there is a chance, you know, somebody could die. And you don't say that. You don't wish that on anybody, man.
There's always a sense of like closure and finality for trilogies. Do you feel that coming off of this win?
It sucks, man, because I was gonna beat the guy if his leg would have held up. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. I need to digest it all, you know, because right now it kind of feels weird that I have a lot of fights and there's always been a definite end to my, well, besides the first Eddie Alvarez fight was kind of gray area, but it's not a good feeling, you know. I won, and I feel like what happened was because something I did, but it's not like I went out there and submitted him or put him away. There's going to be so many voices and so many opinions saying, "Oh, you didn't win." You know, I know that. I know the MMA fans. I know the MMA game, but I'm going back home to my family, and you guys here can check my record tomorrow, and it's a win.
Let's say you beat Oliveira and you become the lightweight champion. In your eyes, does Conor McGregor need to win a fight to get a title shot against you?
Bro, Conor McGregor is 1-3 or 1-4 in the lightweight division. Yeah, he has to win some fights. But like I said before, a guy like that goes out there and starches somebody, he's right back in the top contender talk, you know, just because of his star power.
Dana White gave his thoughts on Dustin Poirier's performance. Speaking at the post-fight presser, Dana says it sucks for Dustin that the whole story is about Conor's injury rather than how good Dustin looked in the fight. Here's what he said.
Yeah, the shitty part for Dustin is that he gets out of the guillotine, he's got the top position, lands great elbows, punches, ends up winning the round, and then Conor breaks his ankle and so the storyline is, oh, Conor broke his ankle instead of, Dustin looked good.
Hypothetically speaking, if Dustin beats Oliveira and becomes the champion, would you want Conor to fight him for a title shot, or would you want him to fight someone else to earn the title shot?
You know, all that stuff, you can't do the hypotheticals in this sport. It's all about timing and what's going on, what has happened since then. You know, we got to see how this whole thing plays out. Don't even know how Conor goes into surgery tomorrow. I don't know how long he's going to be out, how much rehab or therapy he's going to need, and, listen, the rematch is there. You got the rematch with him like you got the rematch with Diaz. It's always going to be there. I don't know what the landscape's going to look like when he's ready or how long it's going to be, and so to say definitively, I can't right here, right now. But you always have that rematch.
Gilbert Burns called out Leon Edwards, Jorge Masvidal, and Nate Diaz in his post-fight interview. Now speaking at the post-fight presser, Gilbert says he likes the Masvidal fight the most, and he wants that next. Here's what he said.
Are any of those matchups more preferable to you than others?
Not really. I just took the NMF belt. I can take the BMF belt. If Leon won, he can get it. If Nate won, he can get it. I know I just got a title shot. I can't ask for another title shot. I don't believe they're gonna give it to me. So I want to keep working. I want to keep staying disciplined, keep getting better. I need to find that balance to stay disciplined, but on the same time get a finish. I'm just gonna keep working. Give me any one of these guys. Only thing, I like Masvidal fight a lot, but he just got 2 losses. He make a lot of money, so he gotta give me an extra check to fight him. But I fight Masvidal next, but put me on a pay-per-view card, I'll fight him, and it's gonna be a crazy one.
Speaking backstage, Tai Tuivasa says Greg Hardy deserved that knockout, and he goes on to say that he plans to return in October for his next fight. Here's what he said.
Well, I'm 28 years old. That's my 9th fight in the UFC. I think I've got another 10, 12 years in me, and I think within the next year and a bit, I want to try and have a run for the gold. Or, you know me, I'm in this for the money. I'm in this to feed my family. But I'm only 28, so who knows? The head on him. I wanted to hit him anyway. So when I saw him after, he had a few bumps and bruises, and he deserved it. So 3 wins are better than 3 losses. That's for sure. Well, I knew I could take care of Greg Hardy in less than a minute, but he doesn't. Yeah, he got what he deserved. Oh, well, like I said, it's the maturity. He hit me, and I felt a little bit wobbled. Usually, the old me would have said, "Can head down and throw the fist," but I took a step back there, a couple of steps back, and regathered myself, and I caught him on the way in. So that's maturity, I suppose. I feel like I'm growing and I'm learning more and more each time I go out there, and I'm putting more into my training, and putting more of the effort in, and really loving what I'm doing at the moment. Definitely, I want to have a fight towards the end of October or whatever it is, just to finish off. I definitely want to have a few weeks off now and let myself loose a little bit. I've been going hard since the start, so I want to let the hair down a little bit, and then try and fight in October or something, and then go home and spend Christmas and my son's birthday.
That about wraps up the video for today. Leave a like if you made it this far and enjoyed the video. Have a great day, and peace.